Hey guys, J-Man here with Steve and Sean. The other day I came home from a hard day at work and my phone like got destroyed. There's 4,000 announcements of everything that's coming out for the next 45 years. So we're gonna try to go through it. We're gonna go with let's do Marvel first. So we're gonna talk about Marvel stuff. I don't need I'm literally I can't memorize this, so I'm just gonna try to go off my phone.
Yeah.
So we saw a little bit of WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye. Talked about Hawkeye. There was What If shown. Some stuff with Rhodey, like Armored Wars. Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah, Armor Wars.
What's her name? Riri is going to be in there. We got Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Yeah.
What else do we got? Another Ant-Man, Fantastic Four, possibly.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, we know about. Spider-Man. There's so much Spider-Man stuff. We're gonna do a separate Spider-Man thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that everything? Did I miss something?
Secret Invasion.
Secret
Invasion. Yeah.
Yep. What else? Was that? I think.
The thing is, a lot of those things where they just flash a logo is stuff that we're not gonna see for another 5 to 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the next.
Let me just say this one rant and then we can move on. But like, this is Investor Day, and this really isn't meant for everyone else to see, but they put it out there so that they could generate hype. But the thing is that Disney has lost tons of money on their parks. They can't open them now. And movies, you can't make $200 million movies anymore because it depends on a global theater market, and they don't have that, right? So it seems like Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy were told, like, God damn it, just throw everything in the kitchen sink. I don't care. It's like, you're thinking of doing something, make a logo and flash it on a screen. It's like it seemed like, I mean, a lot of this stuff, like, we're not seeing that Ironheart thing for years and years from now, right? That Secret Invasion thing, that ain't happening for a long time.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, so, and that, I guess the Secret Invasion thing is the series that the Nick Fury series that was rumored a few months ago. It was like, oh, he's gonna be in his, and everyone thought it was gonna be Nick Fury the series, but this seems a lot better for that. It puts him on a path. Like, at least there's a story involved. So yeah.
I mean, we got to take. There were just so many announcements with Star Wars 2. We'll cover that in a different video.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, is this like just like overkill? Because like I can't even get excited for anything. And we emailed each other this morning. We're like, how are we going to do the format of this discussion? Like, are we just going to say what are we excited for? Because I don't like. Am I going to say, oh, I'm excited for, I don't know, like, yeah, Secret Invasion? It's like I don't even know if that's actually happening or when is that actually happening. I mean,
yeah, what is it? Yeah.
Yeah, we know WandaVision is happening for sure. We've seen this stuff. We've seen Loki. We've seen Falcon and Winter Soldier. We've seen What If, right? We've seen those for sure because we've seen.
But we haven't seen anything for Hawkeye though, right?
No, but they've cast it, so.
No, but like, yeah, well, they cast it when they cast the movie, right? But
no.
What's her face is cast, right?
But
yeah, but I don't really care about that. It's like they cast that Andor series 2-3 years ago. They haven't shot anything, and now they're like, well, we're gonna shoot something like in January. It's like, are you though? I mean,
like, yeah, the footage we'll cover that in Star Wars, but okay, so those 4 Marvel things are for sure. Yeah, like Hawkeye, they got what's her face, Haley
Steinfeld.
Yeah.
As Kate, whatever. I mean, Kate, whatever. Hawkeye's my boy, and she's okay, but I'm not like super dying over her. I can't even remember. I don't even remember her name now for some reason.
Yeah. Like, I can only get
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop, that's it. I did remember Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
So
I can only get. I can only get excited for anything that has a trailer, because the thing is, look, it's the Punisher effect. Punisher should be awesome. How many seasons did they make? 1 or 2? I can't remember.
2 seasons, and I didn't watch season 2.
They sucked. I'm sorry. Like, come on, they were boring. They're meandering. And it's Punisher, and like, to me, it's like, I have to see what you're going for. Like you can flash all, and we're gonna make all these series. It's like, Hawkeye. Well, Hawkeye might be boring as ass because like Punisher was. And I know it's a different. I mean, it might be different creative behind it, but it's like I can only get excited for the stuff they're showing trailers for. Like this new trailer for WandaVision looked cool because at
Yep.
least it showed that like something's kind of wrong, and you have to figure it out and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, obviously for me, Falcon and Winter Soldier's the coolest one because like I like Falcon. I think he looks better. The costume that Falcon has in this is better than the movies. It
Yeah.
looks more like proper Falcon. It has the white with the red, and the wings look better too. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to that one just because Falcon is wicked. I like that Anthony Mackie or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
That guy is like super solid, and I mean that's cool. And Bucky, like Sebastian Stan,
Yeah,
is that the guy's name? Yeah.
yeah,
Is that the actor's name? Yeah.
yeah.
He's cool. So, and Baron Zemo looks like he's gonna have the mask in this one. At least the Funko Pop has the mask.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know,
I personally, I'm lukewarm on all of these series. I'm not against any of them. I'm not like mad that they exist, but they're not real. I guess it's smart that they're taking characters that they didn't really develop that well in the MCU
Mhm.
and sort of expounding on them. Like I thought Scarlet Witch, what they did to her in the movies was, borderline criminal because they didn't like. I really like Scarlet Witch, and I know it's just going to be like a fantasy thing, but she wears the real costume at one point. I'm like, that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, they make
but-
fun of it though, so
probably. I mean, they always do that sort of thing. But like, I'm sort of like, maybe I'll get pumped up more for these characters after after I watch the series. But right now, I'm just lukewarm on all of them because they haven't developed these guys, or they're doing Loki, which why is he getting a series? Like, honestly, like, I don't care. Like, he's going to have all these hijinks across, the universe or time or something. I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why would
one
that
thing
be? The concept of that looks interesting. Like it looks like The Prisoner or something like that. But
Right.
why Loki then?
Yeah.
It could be any character. It's like this doesn't really expand on his villainy, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Wanting everyone. Like I saw Avengers again the other day, and I forgot. Yeah, he wanted everyone to kneel to him like Zod, and like that was abandoned after that movie.
Yeah. He just became the anti-hero, the wisecracking sidekick to Thor through the next two movies. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, and
He's like-
we were gonna discuss phase 3, which we would have touched on that big time. But
Before
yeah,
we
so
see-
Steve, you're kind of on these.
I'm on all of them. The ones I'm probably looking forward to the most, if they actually happen, is She-Hulk, because I want to see how they do She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I like the comic Secret Invasion, and I know like we're saying it's going to be in the future, but guys, here's a newsflash. I don't think anyone knows. Samuel Jackson is 70 years old.
Yeah.
So if they're going to do a series with him, they probably got to start like tomorrow. Like, you don't know how much gas is in it. I know it's Samuel Jackson, and he will be righteous until the day he dies. But seriously, if he's going to be in an actionish thing, it's going to take a while. And there was one show that has, I think it's a show that has Kang. It's going to have Kang the Conqueror. Either
Yeah.
a movie, or it might be a movie. It might be Ant-Man or something.
No, he's in Ant-Man 3.
He's an Ant-Man. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm really pumped up for that. I want to see how they do Kang. Kang is one of
that's
the
awesome.
greatest villains in comic
Oh.
book history.
If he's in Ant-Man 3, he's gonna suck. Cause why would he debut in Ant-Man 3? Like what's the
Because
it's
it's
Ant-Man.
so what I feel started with Spider-Man Far From Home is the introduction of the multiverses, right? So I feel like Ant-Man is going to be one of those, because I think it's called Quantum Mania. It's going to be one of those quantum things where
Right.
they're going across time and space. So to me, that makes sense that Kang will be in it. I'll be honest with you, I just want to see what they do with Kang. I'm super interested
too.
to see what they do with that. The other thing is that, and it was just announced, Fantastic Four, which everyone I'm sure dropped their pants over. Let me tell you, if they do it, I just want a good Fantastic Four movie because I'm still waiting for a good Fantastic Four movie.
It's
I don't want the
interesting to hear
bullshit.
you say They didn't say
Yeah.
anything about X-Men, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, I don't want the bullshit Fantastic Four. I
Yeah.
want the Fantastic Four. Like I want it to say create Fantastic Four created by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and then that's actually what they created. Not we're changing around the genders and the races and everything to make it a new Fantastic Four that no one created. It's like I don't want that. I want the real I know that might be unpopular to say now, but I want the real Fantastic Four. I don't want the bullshit Fantastic Four. If you don't want to do it, then don't make it. If you don't want it to be that, then don't make it.
I
Yeah.
think they will do that, but like it also it's Kevin Feige, so probably not. You know, and if they do have the real Fantastic Four, then they'll be like out of time. I think,
Which is
will be
fine.
they're from the
Yeah.
60s. They come to now or something like that. Yeah.
That's cool. That's a way to
Give
bring
it-
them in. Kang, we'll see what they do. We have to remember too that like I think for the most part, MCU has done everything pretty good. So
Yeah.
I don't want to assume negativity before it's even happened, right? Like we don't, you know, maybe the Hawkeye show is going to be pretty cool, but Hawkeye is tainted for me because he doesn't have his costume. So, and now he's not going to have his costume, and Kate Bishop doesn't have a costume in the comics. So it's a who gives a crap. It's just going to be somebody with a bow and arrow, which I don't care about. I want the proper Hawkeye. WandaVision looks cool because Vision looked wicked.
Yeah.
Vision looked great in the movies. And yeah, I don't know what happened with Scarlet Witch. Like she's cool. Why don't they just give her the proper or something close to the proper costume? I don't know
Yeah, she has a
why.
Halloween costume in it, and
I know.
and they showed that in the thing. They'll totally make fun of it. I don't know. That show, I guess, is the more intriguing one because it's like, well, because there's more forward momentum with that. Like it leads into Doctor Strange and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And what's her face? Monica Rambeau's in it.
Ooh.
So
Adult Monica Rambeau, not
Adult.
child Monica.
yeah, the real one, because they're all supposed to be in the next Captain Marvel, like Kamala Khan and
Yeah.
Monica and all that stuff. The Kamala Khan thing they showed, they just, I guess they shot her laying in her bed looking at the ceiling because that's all they showed,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. I mean, maybe there's like stuff with her costume and everything later on. That seems like it should be cool in theory. They didn't really show anything cool about it. So yeah, I guess like WandaVision is the most neat thing. I'll watch all of
Falcon.
these.
I like
Yeah.
Falcon and
Well,
Falcon, man.
Yeah, I get a Punisher vibe from that, man. I don't know.
No,
We'll
I
see.
don't think. No way. Punisher was boring. I didn't finish it. I watched just to show you how bad this is. I watched Iron Fist season 1 twice, mostly because my wife wanted to see it, and then she didn't want to watch season 2. I haven't even finished Punisher season 1. I'm halfway through. I cannot get through.
It's hard.
Hard. Why? Great casting. Punisher being introduced in Daredevil season. Daredevil, the 3 seasons are 10 out of 10 each. It's ridiculously good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then Punisher in season 2 was a highlight, and then he does nothing in his own series. I don't know what happened. That's a separate issue. Okay. Ms. Marvel, I'm currently reading and I'm caught up to the Magnificent Ms. Marvel, which is the comic of hers. Current issues, I'm caught up on it. They have a great opportunity here to make a very, very light, fun, adventurous show with this Kamala Khan Muslim character. The way you approach this is by making it super fun, family friendly, lighthearted, cool show that you just want to watch and be like, that was so cool. If you start inserting a bunch of crap, you know the kind of crap, if you start inserting this crap, it's going to turn people off. I want to see, because her powers are rubbish, stretching. She can do such cool things. The comic is very fun. It's her and her boyfriend. The guy likes her, and then they go on little adventures and they fight people. I just want that comic. I don't want a bunch of let's throw in a bunch of agendas here and have that go.
They said they're gonna do that, and also I think this isn't CW we're dealing with here. Like this is
that's true.
That is true.
Disney, they're gonna make something general audience, right? So
Yes,
I think there's a lot of potential for a good show here. If they're going by the comics, Yeah, totally.
For
It'll
sure.
totally be that. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be great.
Okay.
Thing is, they didn't show a lot of it. That's all.
Because
Yeah.
I actually really like Ms. Marvel. Like I like Kamala Khan a lot. Like I don't know, she's like the best of the newer. I don't care about Riri, to be honest. I read her first few issues. She's okay. I hate brainy kids that like are all of a sudden the best. I don't
Yeah.
like that concept at all. I don't know who that appeals to. Kamala
Wesley
Khan,
Crusher.
yeah, Kamala Khan was not just created and then she was the best. Like she's still learning. She learns from other heroes. She teams up with people. That's what I like. You know, I don't want someone to come in and they're like, oh, they're just the best now. Like Riri is smarter than Tony Stark. It's like, what? That's bad. Kamal and Miles Morales is okay too. Like he learned from the other heroes and stuff, so he's an okay hero. I'll take him. Right? You're gonna do a new hero. They better learn from the old heroes. They better not just be like they're automatically the best because they're new. I hate that. But yeah, Ms.
Like-
Marvel could be good. Steve?
Like, I think it's like I'll accept anything. Like if they want to do a Miss Marvel show, I never read the Miss Marvel comics, but I'm not against Miss Marvel. Like I'm not against anyone. Like if you want to do these comics and these characters, that's cool. But just do them good, right?
Yeah.
Like from what I know about Miss Marvel, she has the potential to be the one that's the most contemporary, the most hip, the most fun,
Yeah.
you know, like she'll take selfies with herself after beating the bad guys. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's cool. That's what I hope that it is. Like, I think every show should have its own identity. When it starts melting into one another, that's when it's going to get harder to like, you know, take care of this and, you know, deal with this avalanche. Right. And sure, they're going to have Bruce Banner and She-Hulk, and that's cool. They're going to have Mark Ruffalo back. I'm like, that's cool. Like, it's all going to be connected. But if it's everything is the same tone and the same sort of storyline, I do have hope because WandaVision looks weird, right?
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it is weird because that's the sort of storyline I associate with Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
is weird because Scarlett Johansson, we screwed that up for a long time. But Scarlet Witch is a weird, and I already have a theory about where they are and what they're doing and what's going on in that. So I am looking forward to seeing that of any of them. But I'm not like, I'm just curious to see what we're doing with this, other than WandaVision, which is leading into Doctor Strange 2, which I don't even know how I feel about that because I felt we were getting away from that where you had to watch one thing to watch another.
Oh no, they're all in now. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Now they're all in. Like
Yeah.
I don't, you know, I'm sort of like on that, but like, I mean, if you're a fan, you're going to find a way to watch it, right? So whatever.
I think that's tripping them up now because of Black Widow. Because Black Widow is supposed to be a theatrical release, and they keep pushing it back. But I think the more they do that, they screw themselves because a lot of things they want to release has to come after that because
Mhm.
there are things that are going to be set up in Black
Yeah.
Widow. And at some point they have to bite the bullet and say, okay, it's going to be on Disney Plus. They keep like hoping, like I think it's supposed to be May of next year. That's not going to happen, man. They have to release it on Disney Plus at some point just to move forward with all the other stories.
So
They're gonna have to. They have no choice.
Well,
Yeah.
I hate talking about the business of film because it's the least interesting aspect of film to me. I know it influences so many decisions, but it's really the least interesting thing to talk about. But from what I'm reading now, they're taking a hell of a hit, like Warner's themselves, by coming out and doing what they've done. They're taking a backlash, like huge.
Oh yeah, the Warner thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting like they're getting sued. They're going to be sued
Yeah.
pretty soon.
Yeah.
And it's like it's coming to a point where I think people will, and this goes back to our theater thing. People are going to want to go back to the theater when they're able to, like when it's safe to do it. And a lot of these directors are saying, I made this movie to be shown in a theater, not to be shown on a streaming service.
Let me just because I read a lot about it. Just we'll say this and then we'll move on. But like the whole Warner Brothers thing is less about their decision to put everything on their streaming service and more about how they handled it, because they paid off the Wonder Woman people. I mean, they paid off Gal Gadot and Gal Gadot, sorry, and
It's Godot. It is Godot.
she says it's Gadot. I don't know why.
She said it was
but
Godot. She
Yeah.
lies. She doesn't know her own
As
name.
Canadians know it has to be Godot, but anyway, and the director, they gave them money based on projection, and then they didn't do that for anyone else, and everyone got mad. Disney can handle their business better, and I think if they want to go that route of putting everything on Disney Plus, they can do it. They'll just handle it better. That's all. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get HBO Max in Canada, so we ain't seeing
No.
shit. We're not
Yeah.
seeing any of these things. I only found that out recently when I looked to see what it costs to
No,
subscribe.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that a while ago. I was like, well, that rollout is the worst.
Worst.
It's like they still haven't come here. It's like, well, how am I watching any of this stuff? You know, but well, I know how,
Arg.
but
Arg.
but I'll say this, like Disney Plus, so they're gonna have a new star segment in Disney Plus, and that's gonna have all the general audience stuff, which means Alien,
Right.
Predator, stuff like that. It's coming here first. It's I think it's everywhere but America first, and for some reason I don't know why.
Well, we're pretty loose in Canada with our ratings. They're way different than the States.
Yeah.
Like did we all see American Psycho together in the theater?
Not me.
Somebody's.
I saw it with you. I saw
You
it
saw it
with
with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got the unrated with the
Yeah.
nudity. They never, and that was rated R here, but the rated R1 in the States was cut. I don't know if you even knew that, Steve. They had
Yeah,
a different,
I did.
it was different. They didn't
Yeah.
have when he was, doing the girl and like checking himself out and
Yeah.
all that. Now that's on the Blu-ray or whatever, but like they never got that cut. And when we get the Cronenberg movies, Crash. and Spider, what was the other one? All those ones that had anything weird in it, there was all edited there. So
Yeah.
we're pretty loose here. So I think like, if Disney doing it here in Canada, like is fine. Nobody's going to complain over that. We're pretty loose on that. For the Marvel stuff, just to get back to that, I mean, I just want to go on record that because, everyone knows this, I'm a nerd. I'm looking forward to everything if it's good. I don't
Mhm.
care. And if you want to change an angle on something, it's going to be tough, but if you can make it good, you can make it good. But I mean, we'll just have to see how it goes. There's going to be so many things out there. I'm scared that they're going to be like, maybe it goes by creative team, but I'm scared that they're going to be like, well, we're doing so many things and we're doing 10 new shows and all 10 are going to be meh versus let's do 5 really good ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my fear. But for Marvel, and when we do the Star Wars talk, that's my mega fear.
Yeah.
My Marvel one isn't, I'm not as fearful because for me, a lot of the characters in Marvel, look, I like Ms. Marvel, the comics. I bought the toys. I got the Funko Pop, right? I got the figure that just came out. I'm just going to like that show anyways and just watch it anyways, right? It'd have to really be shit for me to not like it. But Star Wars is different. It's characters that are not, like you're not doing a Luke Skywalker show. It's like Cassian Andor. He's okay, but the show's going to have to be really good because like I'm not dying over Cassian Andor as much as I am for She-Hulk, where as long as She-Hulk appears and looks cool, that's almost enough. You know, like Star Wars is going to be hard, but yeah, even Marvel, maybe too many things. We'll see Loki, him going around being funny. I mean, I don't care at all. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good.
Do you think that Loki is setting up Ant-Man 3 because like there's that whole time, like those time cops or whatever, and when he goes into that one office and they have those 3 faces and one of them looks like Kang, like with that mask or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe
Maybe
that's
it's all
an
Kang.
Easter egg. Yeah.
Maybe they're all Kang.
Yeah.
He just keeps going
Could
around
be.
and I mean, could be.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how this goes. I mean, we're not going to say anything for sure right now because we don't know, we don't know exactly how it's going to go. But yeah, there's a lot of announcements and I don't see a lot of footage for stuff. Now, what if, just to clear this up, I guess for our audience and also for ourselves, this is what if MCU, what if.
Yeah.
Not comics.
Keep that freaking in mind. Because you're thinking, oh my God, like there's gonna be like,
that
Daredevil.
would have been awesome.
No, that's not happening.
No.
It ain't gonna be what if Wolverine was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is the first what if comic I had. I don't know why that intrigued me so much. I have What If Craven had killed Spider-Man
Yeah.
in the last hunt thingy. Anyways, so yeah, what if, I mean, what's her face? Haley Atwell, Carter, Agent Carter,
Yeah.
her getting like basically becoming like Captain Britain, but like not Captain Britain, but Captain America version of Captain Britain, or like a British version of Captain America is
Yeah.
sick, man. She looks wicked. I like that
Yeah.
looks awesome. And I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, you might know, Chadwick Boseman, was this the last, was this his last
I was
performance?
thinking that. I was like, is that his voice? And if so, I guess that's
I
his
think it
last
is.
performance. Or, yeah, probably.
I think it's his voice. It sounded
Yeah.
like, if it's not his voice,
Well, that's
whoever
what they
did
were
it.
doing. That's what they were doing, and they produced this like last year, so it's probably his voice, you know.
Wow.
But they were getting the people from the movies to voice
Yeah.
themselves in the thing. So yeah.
So my God, can you imagine that's gonna be his last thing? What do you think about Black Panther 2 without Black Panther, or is Shuri going to be Black Panther? And if it is Shuri, is it gonna be Letitia, right? Because I've been seeing I don't know, there's some backlash towards her now.
I think so, but like I don't I think they should recast it. I don't think that like, listen, man, like Chadwick Boseman, like, you know, I have utmost respect, especially because he was suffering from cancer and didn't tell anybody, and like looked great on screen all the
Big time.
But there's no shame in recasting it, man.
No.
It's like, just because the guy died, now the character dies? No, I know that's what they're doing, and I know in the States, like, they're all like, yes, that should be the course of action. Really? You're not gonna, you're not gonna recast Black Panther, so I guess they're gonna go with Letitia Wright, and that whole thing is gonna blow over. That whole, she's saying stupid stuff. That's fine.
Yeah, but
It's
who
like everyone
cares?
does. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to. Okay, first of all, 2 Jokers since Heath Ledger. So
Yeah.
forget your bit. You know, look, Chadwick Boseman on record. Everybody says this. You guys, that guy's the champion, right?
Yeah.
He was awesome as Black Panther. He was the best thing in Civil War. He was kick-ass in his own movie. The guy's kick-ass in real life. Suffering from cancer, filming movies, looking great. Didn't cry about it. Didn't go on Twitter and say, like, oh, I can't. It's so hard being an actor. Like red carpet interviews. You know, all this crap. Didn't come out, tell you what you should do with your life, you know, how you should vote, how you should think, right?
Mhm.
He's like, I'm gonna do the best I can. So big time respect for that guy. Now, you know, yeah, give it some time maybe, but yeah, there needs to be a Black Panther. I would be okay with recasting him. I would be okay with Shuri as Black Panther for this next one. And then maybe he gets resurrected or something. I don't know. Like
everyone keeps saying, like, well, she's Black Panther in the comics. Yeah, but the comic version of that character is not the movie version.
No.
The movie, like, she has to be more mature. Like in the last movie, and the last few, like she was in
Endgame,
Infinity War and stuff too. She's kiddish and stuff, and it's like that character wouldn't be Black Panther.
No.
Maybe you have to do something like a Luke Skywalker or something like that, where each movie he was a little older, and so like he was a bit more mature. But it can't be the same character we saw being Black Panther. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, not the Endgame version or whatever she was.
The kiddie version. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They have to recast it because, like, I think it sets a bad message too, because it's basically saying, so what if something tragic and unforeseen happens to, I don't know, Benedict Cumberbatch, and you know, hopefully that never happens, but like, so no more Doctor Strange, like, you know, like, where does it end? Like, do we go all the way down the list? Like, what if there's a plane crash with the MCU cast?
Right.
Like,
you know, they're on their way to Comic-Con, and then they all die, and it's like, that's it. The MCU is done.
Yeah, done. We're not doing any of those characters anymore. Like, Chadwick Boseman obviously was perfect as Black Panther, and he was, you know, as close to, I guess, royalty as you could get in real life without actually being a king. Right. Like, the guy was a you know, like, basically, from what I heard, he's a saint. You know, and it's tragic that he's gone. You know. But at the end of the day, do you want to keep making Black Panther movies?
Yeah, I think it's worthy. You need to continue it on. Black Panther, for better or worse, and I think it's a good movie. I don't think maybe it's, 10 out of 10, but it's like, let's say 8 out of 10 or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, but it really got people excited for Black Panther. And whether whether you thought it was the best or not, the fact is that people do like it. The Wakanda Forever thing is a
Yeah.
is a thing
Thing,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what the movie was. Sometimes movies transcend what they are and become more than what they are. And Black Panther was one of those.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chadwick was a big part of it, but also the character itself and the whole movie. So I mean, you have to continue that character. Like, I love the
Mhm.
Jack Kirby Black Panthers. I would love to see adaptations of that, like him going out and doing adventures and stuff. That'd be sick. But I mean, we'll have to see what they do. You know, that's it. We'll kind of just have to see how they do that. What else is there? We've got about 5 minutes left. Any other thing? I mean, there's so much to digest here. I don't even know what else to say. Like,
I'll believe them when I see them. That's all. They're just putting out, oh, we're doing this and that and this. You know what? I was more excited for, and I'm not even joking about this. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I was more excited for the National Geographic stuff because I think, like, more than Star Wars and Marvel, because I think with those, you know what you're gonna get. It's like
Yeah.
they're coming out with that Jacques Cousteau documentary with new footage you've never seen before. That's cool. I'm gonna watch that. They have those docudramas of, like, it's like I think Jeffrey Rush is playing Einstein or something like that. I'll watch that.
ooh,
I'll watch that thing where Chris Hemsworth, it works out and you watch him or something like that. And that whole that Will Smith thing where he's like exploring Earth and stuff. I'll watch all of those. Maybe I'm just an old fart, but like it's
You
just,
are.
you know what you're gonna get with those. You know what you're gonna get. It's not like, oh, we're making this show and then when it comes out it's a boring mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully they're not going to be boring, any of these. I hope they have good creative teams. What about Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special? That's going to be
No, it's like
bloody
next year, I
great.
guess, right? Yeah,
What's that?
that's gonna be next year, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
That'll
I'm
be
good with that. If you're ever going to a holiday special with a group of MCU characters, it's going to be the Guardians, right? Because it's
I
going to
would-
be fun.
I wish B. Arthur was in it somehow, if they could do something.
It's obviously another thing that's inspired by the old Star Wars Holiday Special. It's
Star
like that
Wars?
leads
thing
back
has
to that,
legs.
What's Star
Yeah.
Wars about?
Yeah.
Never heard
Yeah.
of it. It's the one with the comm badges, right? Where they talk.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys. Okay, we're doing 2 videos today. We're doing back-to-back stuff here. So we will see you again very shortly for the Star Wars announcements. There's about 1,000 of those. Okay, guys, we will see you in a bit.